Hi, my name's Chaim. In Hebrew, Chaim means life, like in the toast, l'chaim, for life. My parents always called me Chaim. Everyone else, they call me Harry. I just ran home from school as fast as I could because it's Halloween, and I love Halloween. You see, we live in a grocery store, and I have work to do, and I have to get my work done before I have to get ready for Halloween. I come to the store, I have to clean the floor, I got to put stock on the shelves, I have to deliver groceries to the neighborhood. I have two sisters. My older sister, Lily, is 14, Sandy is 12, and I'm 10. I just turned 10, my birthday is October 15. I'm ready for Halloween. I say to Lily, I think it's time for you to get me ready. See, ever since I could remember, my sisters would dress me up in an old dress and put on my mother's purple hat, which she liked until Mrs. Rosenberg said, "It's too purple." And then my sister Lily would smear red stuff all over my face and my lips. I said, "Lily, I think it's time to get ready." She said, "Oh, Harry, I'm so sorry. Sandy and I were invited to a Halloween party tonight, and we can't take you trick-or-treating. You'll have to go by yourself." By myself? I have to go by myself? I just turned 10 years old. It's scary out there. It's dark out there. Daddy, tell them they have to take me trick-or-treating. Please tell them. It's not even our holiday. It's not so important. It was important to me. My sisters, they abandoned me. Tearfully, I put on that old ugly dress and that too purple hat. And fearfully, I walk up on myself into the dark, cold night. Once I'm on the street, I see there's lots of kids. Lots of kids are going door to door. So I just follow them around. I go down Hope Avenue, up Hope Avenue, all the way along Boone, all the way to St. Clair. And that's where my sisters and I usually finished and went home. But you know what? I was kind of feeling good. I was kind of liking being out there at night by myself. So I figured, I'm just going to go along St. Clair to Dufferin Street. I'm going to cross over Dufferin Street, then I'll go back on St. Clair, and then I'll go home. I get to Dufferin Street, crossing the road. I see something very strange. There's a long lineup of kids standing up against the wall. What are they doing there? I get a little closer. I cross the road. I get a little closer. And I can see there's a store with the white light flowing over onto the street. Wow, what could this be? And then I get into line so I can see. And there's a tall, old man with white hair. And he's giving out little boxes to the kids. Oh, what could be in the boxes? One of the kids walks back towards me, and I can see in his box, French fries! French fries! I never ate French fries, but I knew what they were because I saw them advertised on television. But I have a problem. You see, my family eats strictly kosher, and I'm strictly kosher. And those French fries, they're fried in pig lard. So I have to tell you a little bit more of my family to understand my problem. See, my parents came to this country after the war with 3 little children and no money. My father was a sick man. He suffered from a damaged heart from the war, nervousness, and anger. He couldn't do a regular job. So my parents had to find another way to make a living. So they borrowed money from the Jewish agency, and they bought this little grocery store. And my father, he couldn't do much work. He was always afraid of another heart attack. And he was a religious man. And the thing he hated most about the store was that he had to keep open on Saturday. Saturday was our Shabbat, the Sabbath. And so it seemed to me that he sort of refocused all of his religious energy into keeping kosher. And he kept hucking us. You have to eat kosher. Told us what we could eat, what we could not eat, all the rules from the Torah, everything. So I learned the rules. And I ate strictly kosher. But it was Halloween. And I was by myself. And I was cold. And my sisters abandoned me. And I was in line. I don't remember making a decision. I get to the front of the line. And I look up. And the tall man with the white hair gives me a nice smile and a happy Halloween. And he hands me a box of French fries. It's so warm. It smells so good. Oh, it tastes so good. It's so good. I started walking home. I eat very slowly because I know that when I finish, I'm going to feel so ashamed, so guilty. I've broken this important covenant with my Father. And our relationship will never be a good one again. Will never be an honest one. The next year, I told my sisters, I don't want you to take me trick-or-treating. I grabbed that dress, I put it on, I ran out of the house, I ran directly into that line in front of that secret fish and chip store of mine. And the following year, I was 12 years old. And my father said, no, you're too old to go trick-or-treating and dress up like a girl. No. I said, fine. I didn't even put on the costume. I just ran directly to the fish and chip store. I got into line. It was my magical fish and chip. A few months later, my father gathers us together and says, we've decided to sell the store. This grocery store is just too much hard work for your mother. 6 days a week, 12 hours a day. A couple of months later, he gathers us again. He said, okay, we bought a new store, and we want you to come and see it. We're going to live there. We parked the car on a side street. We walked back to the main road. We turned the corner. Starting to look familiar.
Oh, no.
We walk up. My parents stopped. Holy moly! This is the store? It was my fish and chip store. It was my secret store. I couldn't believe it. Kenwood Fish and Chips? I was going to live here? I started to laugh. My parents thought looked like I was crazy. Holy moly. We walk inside. A nice tall man comes up to me, shakes my hand, says, hi, I'm Bill. I was so glad he didn't recognize me. He shows us around the building. He knew my father wasn't going to be doing the hard work. He takes us down to the basement, and he shows us the big room. He He says, this is where the hard work is done. And there's a potato grinder and a potato smasher. And he says, and there's a door that leads out to the backyard, up some concrete steps. And he says, every day, at around 8 o'clock, there's going to be a big fish, a 60 to 75 pound halibut, drop behind the door. Around 8 o'clock, you have to go and bring it in right away. Wow. So, we moved in. We moved into that store in August, just before school started. And I have good news, and I have the best news. The good news, I'm now 13 years old. The good news is that the store is closed Sunday and Monday. We only have to work 5 days a week, my mother and I. But the best news was, when Bill came in to help us out after we moved in, he showed us the oil. And he told us that last year I decided to change from lard to vegetable oil. My mother and I were so excited. I could now eat fish and chips whenever I wanted. Almost. Almost. My father says, that oil, it's not kosher. Does it say somewhere it's kosher? Is there a sticker that says the rabbi supervised it and it's kosher? If there's no sticker, it's not kosher. My mother and I were so disappointed. So my mother right away took my father into the back room, and I could hear them talking. Something like, Zalman, I can't work at the store 5 days a week and make 3 meals a day for this family. That's vegetable oil. We can eat vegetable oil. That evening, my father calls us together. I have an announcement. I've decided that it's okay, if it's not strictly kosher though, it's okay for you and your mother, you can eat fish and chips, but it's not kosher enough for me. So it was. For the 6 years we were in that store, my father never had one piece of French fry or one piece of fried fish in his mouth. Never. I ate fish and chips every day. Bill worked with us for about 2 weeks. Showed us everything. And after he finished that first Tuesday, we went downstairs, my mother and I, at 8:15 in the morning. And we opened the door, and there was that big fish, 60, 75 pounds, huge fish. How do we get that fish up on the table? Bill had showed us some strategy. My mother and I put on our aprons. My mother was like 5 feet 2 inches tall. I was shorter than she was, and I was skinny. We both dragged that fish by the tail. We pulled it into the room, pulled it in front of the table. And then we got down. We pushed up against each other's shoulder to get the maximum pressure. And we had to get into the middle, because that's where all the weight was. It's this big slimy fish, but in the weight was all in the middle. So we had to get down. We thought we wriggle our fingers underneath and grab onto this fish. My mother yells, "Yes!" Yes, yes, this is a Jewish word for now! And we lift that fish up onto our knees. Yes! And we lift it up onto our chest. And we take a breath. Or 2. Or 3. Yes! Oh, we get up and we push that big fish on the table. Whew. I don't know. It's really a heavy fish. Everything was going really well. I loved Oakwood Collegiate. Went to school every day. I had to leave for school at 8:30 every morning. But 3 weeks down the road, I go downstairs. My mother's standing there. It's 8:15. So what's the matter? She says, the fish hasn't arrived. Okay, it'll come. It'll come, I say. She looks at her watch. It's 8:20. Looks more concerned. 8:25. She knows I have to leave at 8:30. She said, when it's 8:30, Harry, you'll go. It's 8:30. I said, Ma, we'll wait a few more minutes. It's okay. So we waited a few more minutes. Now it's 20 to 9. Hi. Hi. Come here. She puts her hands on my face. She says, Chaim, my lifesaver. You have to go to school. You got to go. Just go. I'll be fine. My mother was a very strong person. A very strong woman. Bill told me that last Halloween, he gave out over 300 boxes of French fries. It's now 2 days before Halloween. I said, Ma, we got to get ready for Halloween. We have to give out the French fries. She says, Harry, Chaim, I already spoke to your father. He says, no. He says, we can't afford to give out free French fries. It's too much work. It's too hard. It's too expensive. We're not doing it, he told me. That's impossible. It's Halloween. Bill's been giving out French fries to the kids for 40 years. They're all going to come. They're going to line up. They're going to be disappointed. It's not good for business. I went in and talked to my father. I whined and I cried and I yelled. I tried to use his reasoning. I said, Daddy, you always told me that the reason the Jews have survived for 5,000 years is because of the traditions. They do the same traditions over and over again. 5,000 years. Bill has been giving out French fries for 40 years. It's a Halloween tradition in this neighborhood. It's the same thing. No. Please. That evening, I'm in the back just behind the little wall. I'm washing dishes. My mother knows how upset I am. She went in one more time to talk to my father. I hear them talking loudly. She comes out. She says, Harry, Chaim, your daddy wants to talk to you. I go in. Sit down. I sit down. I don't know what I'm going to say. He just looks at me. I don't know what he saw in my eyes that night. Was it the son who had to have his way, who desperately and selfishly had to recreate this wonderful Halloween experience? Or was it the son that he knew he would be so proud of in a few months when he chanted Torah at his bar mitzvah? Or maybe it was just the son who worked so hard to help the family make a living. It's enough already. I can't do this. Your mother is so upset. Okay, go. This year, go. Go give away the free potatoes. Go do it. Go do it. Just don't make your mother work too hard. Please, go. Okay. I'm going. It's Halloween. It's Halloween. It's so exciting. It's 5:30. We closed the doors. We locked the door at 5:30. I made a big sign. I put it in the window. It said, reopen for Halloween at 6 o'clock. Bill came and helped us that day. My mother and Bill, they've been frying potatoes and they're piling them up. My sisters had put together over 300 empty boxes ready for filling. It's time. I start filling that first batch of 40 boxes. I fill them up. The kids are lining up almost down the street. Oh my God. I keep filling up those boxes, 40 boxes. I put them on the 2 trays for my sisters to carry out with me. At exactly 6 o'clock, my father unlocks the door. And my sisters follow me out onto the street. And the kids, they cheer and they clap. And I start giving out the fries. Happy days are here again.
Those skies are clear again.
So let's sing the song of
cheer again. Happy days are here again.
It was an incredibly happy